can't breathe and yet we're being shot. Our hands are up, we can't breathe and yet we are dying. If I have a son, I will have to tell him, sweetheart, you are black in America, so if they say stop, son, you must stop. And if they say don't, son, you must don't. And you can be a 45-year-old man in this here America and you will always be a son. My son, I will tell him that he is nothing more than 3/5 of a man, cattle, nothing that the law sees. You can put your hands up, you can say I can't breathe, but you can always die, my son. I have nothing but prayers for you. Walking outside in society is scared for me because I don't know if you would actually come to me. See, I realize this is supposed to be the land of the free, but we're all stuck in some sort of slavery. Whether it's mental, emotional, or political, we are all stuck in some sort of slavery. So my black unborn son, I whisper sweet prayers into the sky so that if God hears them, then he will be safe walking these streets, because even if we can't see and our hands are up, we are still dying, they are still living, and we are still burying those who look like us. So I ask you, what will you do now? What would your voice stand for now? What will you tell your sons and your daughters you live for later? What will your legacy be if you can't say it was for peace? I ask you, what will you tell your black friends when they die and they're losing their brothers? My white sisters and brothers, what will you tell your sons and daughters? Will you tell them you were on the fight with us, that you stood for something bigger than yourself? I ask you, if you will not stand for something, then what are you willing to die for? What are you willing to say your name is worth? What are you willing to tell your unborn children? I ask you, if you will not stand and sing and chant and vote with us, then do something.